Morning everyone. This is the second video and in this video we will learn about token of a programming language. What is token? So tokens are smallest building blocks of a program. So very smallest, you can say it is like a building block. So it is defined as it is the smallest building block of a program. They are the fundamental units using which a program is built. Through this we are making the program, so it is written. Now we will discuss here some tokens in the programming language. So first of all, here it is keywords. So keywords are the reserved words. You cannot use it here and there. It is reserved words. These words are used only by the programming languages. So here it is written reverse word of programming language that have a special meaning for them are called keywords. Like here example is in Java language, it is int, float, character, char, for, while, etc. These are the reserved words. Then the next token is identifiers. So identifiers are the naming given to different parts of the program, like variable, class, functions, array, and etc. So basically a variable you are knowing, and then classes, functions, you will later know it when you will do the programming. So they are given by the programmer. So programmer are given the identifiers, name of the identifiers. However, there are certain rules to be followed while naming. So while naming the identifiers, there are some rules we must have to keep in mind. The first one is they must start with an alphabet or an underscore. So we cannot start with numbers. So identifier need to start either with the alphabets or with an underscore. Then the next one is the first alphabet or underscore must be followed by alphabet or digits or underscore. So here the first alphabet, whatever we had written, again we have to write. If it is alphabet, then also we have to continue with that. If it is underscore, then we also have to write with some alphabets or digits or underscore. And spaces and special characters are not allowed. Suppose you are writing there asterisk or hashtag, so that and one blank space also not allowed. Then the next one is keywords cannot be the name of the identifiers. Like I had told there, int, character are the keywords. So keywords are not allowed to not allowed for the identifier, because keywords are the reserved words. So how we can write, suppose name, name one, income tax, like that are valid identifiers. We can write like this. But one, name, because number is not allowed at first. Only you can use with some characters or you can use the underscore. So named, at the rate, special character is not allowed, so it is not allowed. And then income tax, here you can see the gap is there. So it is also not allowed as the identifier. So are invalid identifiers. So in your questions, maybe you will have some identifiers and you need to choose which are valid identifiers and which are invalid identifiers. So based on these rules, you have to find out the given identifiers are valid or it is not valid. You have to find out according to these rules. So you have to always keep in mind these rules. Next token is literal. A constant value is termed as literal. There are different types of literals. You can see integer literals, decimal literals, character literals, boolean literals, and string literals. Here are few examples. Like you can see 90 is the number here and it is fixed and it is an integer. So this is the literal value. Then 89.23, it is the decimal number, or we can say it is a floating letter. So decimal means you need to understand about the float. Then true or false are the boolean. Like if the adult age is below 18. So like when we have to check the condition, so true or false are the boolean literals. And then next, A is a character literal. Only A it is written. So A is a character literal. Character literals are enclosed with single quotes. You can see there one single quote is there. and Aditi is a string literal. Here you can see so many characters are there, so it is the string literal. So these types of questions also in one word answer you can get from this. So you need to understand these examples also. So like here the string literals, you can see this will be under the double quotes, and only if it is only in the single quote, then it is only the characters literal. The next token we will discuss here are the punctuators. So these are also known as separators. So symbol like comma, semicolons are the punctuators. We will use it in our program. It also has some meaning in every program. So we will use the punctuator in our programs. Then the next one, operators. Operators are the symbols that are applied on operands and yield specific results. Like if you have to multiply pi into r, means pi r, the value 22 by 7 or 3.14, you have to multiply with the r means radius. So what is the basic operations we are doing here? So we have to use their multiplications. So that operands, when that operands, we will use the operator to yield some specific result. Okay, and the operators are classified based on number of operands they take, and also based upon the type of operations they are performing. So according to your program, you have to use your operators which you require, and operators are used with some operands like 2 plus 3. So 2 and 3 are the operands, and plus is here the operator. What is that operator? So that operator is the addition operator. So go through with these definitions and write these all in your copy, computer copy. Write this under the definitions. Write the heading properly and write the definitions, and very nicely go through with the book again. Thank you.